In today's class, we'll discuss about vector space model, which is one of the models, information retrieval models available to retrieve information in digital form. So the main mechanism behind this vector space model is that it treats each and every word or each and every word in a document as a vector vector in vector space. Okay, I hope you know what is a vector, right? So it considers a word as a point or a dot in a vector space which have a magnitude and a direction. So by considering each and every word as a vector, so we can use some similarity coefficient models to compare the similarity between two dots so that we can retrieve the relevant information or relevant document. So that is the main mechanism behind this vector space model. So let us go through with slides. So the vector space model is a way of representing documents through the words that they contain. It is a standard technique in information retrieval system. Okay, so so basically what we are doing is we are trying to uh, convert the words into vectors and convert the documents into the array of these vectors. So basically you can imagine a document as full of a document as a vector space and the words in the documents as a vector. Understand? So by treating each and every word as a vector, like I said, we can compare the similarity between two dots and how we can measure how similar are the two dots are there. Actually what we are doing is we are comparing two words. So but we are we have treating our word as a vector, and now we are calculating the similarity measure similarity or coefficient between that two vectors and checking how similar they are. Like I said, if they are totally similar, it can be, if they are completely similar, then the value might be 1. Okay, if they are completely dissimilar, the value might be 0, right? So that depends on the technique we are using. So sometimes the vice versa will happen. So the if the two vectors are totally different, then the vector value will be the similarity coefficient value will be 0. And if the two vectors are totally indifferent, then the similarity coefficient will value will be 1. So that depends on the technique or the model which you are using. But basically 1 and 0 represents the two extremes, either totally equivalent or totally different. Okay, right. So the vector space model allows decisions to be made about which documents are similar to each other and keyword queries. So like I said, this model allows us to check how similar two documents are there. So let me explain this concept of vector space and the vector model so that you can be familiar with this one. Okay, the vector space model computes a measure of similarity by defining a vector that represent each document and a vector that represents the query. Okay, let me explain this with a diagram. Let me explain the vector and all those things. Let's draw a straight line. Suppose this is a vector space here. Okay, and we are considering each word as a dot vector here. So you can see dots, right? Let me change the thickness. So these dots represents each word in the vector space. So what we have done here is we have converted the each word into a vector and that vector looks like this in the vector space. So this whole thing is the vector space which have x-axis, y-axis, right? And each and every vector here has its own axis or its own direction. That means it the axis of this vector might be in this way, the axis of vector might be in this way, or the axis of vector might be in this way. So it's a multi-dimensional space, huge multi-dimensional space. So we don't have only two dimensions here, x and y. We have multi-dimensional space. That means this vector can move in any direction it want. Okay. So in this way, each word is represented in the form of a vector. And remember that each vector has its direction and its axis. So suppose this vector here may have the x-axis. That means it may travel in this x-axis. Though the direction of this vector may be in this x-axis. The direction of this vector may be in this z-axis. Okay, the direction of this may be in this y-axis, or the direction of this vector may be in some other axis. So basically, each and every vector has some properties like magnitude, axis, and direction, right? So after converting each and every word into a vector, what we'll do is what will happen is when we convert this one, the words which are very similar will be very close to each other. That means the words which are similar are placed very close to each other, and their angle between the angle between the two vectors is smaller. Okay, suppose if this is a vector of a word buy, buy, that means buying something. So this is the vector which represents the word buy. And suppose this is the vector which represents the word bought, right? Bought, which is the past tense of buy, right? So both are similar. So both represents buying something, right? Purchasing something. So the words which are similar are placed closer in the vector space, and the angle between the two vectors is less. If the angle between the two vectors is more, that means the two words are different. That means what I'm trying to say is the words which are similar tend to travel in same direction, tend to travel in same direction, or they tend to be in closer, tend to be closer, right? So when the two vectors are closer, automatically the angle between the two vectors will be less, isn't it? So let me draw a line here. Suppose like I said, this is buy and this is bought. The angle, the direction of this vector is in this way, right? And the direction of this thing, this word is okay, and the direction of this word is this way. Now we measure the angle of this one. Okay, let me we measure the angle between this vector and this vector. So if these two are similar, then the angle is less. If these two are dissimilar, then the angle will be more. So if I draw this one like this, that means this vector's direction is in this way. Now if I compare this vector and this vector, that means this word and this word. Suppose this word is sold. That means the word which this vector represent is sold, and this is buy. They are totally different, right? So if we measure the angle between these two vectors, or you can draw it like this, or angle between these two vectors, it is greater when compared to this angle, right? So what I'm trying to say is, by measuring the angle between two vectors, we can decide whether the two vectors are similar or not. There is another way, calculating the distance between two vectors. Okay, this is called Euclidean distance. So calculating the distance between two vectors also tells us how similar the two words are, or the how similar the two vectors are. So we are talking about two techniques here. One is the by checking the angle between the two vectors, and by checking the distance between the two vectors. In both cases, we can know how similar the two vectors are. Got it? But in order to do this, first what you have to do is you have to convert your word, which is in a natural language, either it may be in English, Hindi, Telugu, or whatever language it is. You have to convert that word into a vector. That means the like this dots. So when you convert the words into vector, then everything will become simple. So we can calculate, we can do some operations on these vectors, and we can calculate the similarity of between the vectors. The main task is the pre-processing task. So conversion of word into a vector. So we have to first know the technique of how to convert the word into a vector. Then after a word is converted into a vector, then we can do these cosine similarity operations or Euclidean distance operations to check whether these two vectors are similar or not. So by graphically seeing these pictures, we can say that this vector and this vector are almost same. Like this like the word COLOR, COLOUR. So both represent the same meaning, same semantics, and both have almost similar spelling, right? So the words which are almost 99% close, they uh, will be placed like this in the vector space. Understood? And you can see, by seeing these two words, you can clearly say that these two are if you are using Euclidean distance as a measure to check the similarity, we can clearly state that these two are totally different, because the distance between these two is more. If you are using the angular one like this, in that case also it depends on the direction this vector is moving. So that it depends on that one. The angle between these two will decide whether they are dissimilar or not. So in this class, we will use this cosine similarity measure. That means we will use the angle between the two vectors to check whether they are same or not. If the angle between the two vectors is more, then they are dissimilar. If the angle between the two vectors is small or less, then they are, that means small when compared to the other vectors, then they are similar. Okay, I hope you understood this vector, this concept. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. If I draw like this, this will be z-axis. So there are multi-dimensional space. So each vector here uh, travels in whatever the direction it wants. I hope you understood. Okay, let me stop here, and I let me ask. Okay, so so that is why we have considered and cat and dog here. So in order to make the two vectors size similar, and this is how the process is. So after converting the sentence into vectors, the next task is to compare. Now you can imagine these vectors in the vector space. So this two will be at one, these two will be a dot at one space in the vector space. Let's see whether we have that board or not. Yes, this two will be in some here. This cat will be here, dog will be here, and will be here, a will be here, and each and every vector has its own direction. So they are placed in that way. So now we are converted the sentence into vector. Now let's move on. Okay. Similarly, we can also convert the queries also into a vector. So how can we convert a query into a vector? Let's see. So suppose if we are looking for the word dog, if we are looking for the word dog, so we can convert that into, so based on the vocabulary we have, we can convert the query of dog into 00010, because in the vocabulary we have a and cat, dog and frog. Since we are looking for dog, a will be 0, and will be 0, cat will be 0, and dog will be 1, and frog will be 0. So we will use this query, dog query, and we will use, we may either use this vector or this vector to check whether the word dog is there in these two documents or not. So obviously it will return as this document will not be returned since there is no dog here. This document will be returned since there is a word dog here. I will show you how the similarities measured using this vector. Okay, so what we will do is uh, we will calculate the similarity measure used between the two documents, like document A and document B, and we will also measure the similarity between a document and a query. So this one, we'll do that one. So let's move on to the next slide. So now we have come to the measuring part, similarity measures. So there are many different ways to measure how similar two documents are, or how similar a document is to a query. Like I said, there is a Euclidean distance measure, there is a cosine similarity measure, there is a correlation measure. So we have different techniques to measure the similarity, but here we are using the cosine similarity measure. The cosine measure is a very common similarity measure which is used, and that is what we are using here. Using a similarity measure, a set of documents can be compared to a query and the most similar document returned. Okay, so we can, using this similarity measure, we can achieve that. So how to calculate the cosine measure, or how to calculate the angle between the two vectors? So this is a formula: d into d dash or d complement, mod absolute value of d and absolute value of d dash, or what we can say, d complement. Okay, so d and d complement, these are two different documents, like document A and document B. So first we have to calculate the product between these two vectors and divided by the product between the absolute values of the two vectors. Same thing. So here we are calculating the normal product. Here we are multiplying the absolute values of the two vectors, vectors d and vector of d dash or d complement. Here d into, or d multiplied by d dash, is the vector product of d and d dash, calculated by multiplying corresponding frequencies together. And the cosine measure calculates the angle between the vectors in a high dimensional vector space. So this is the important point you have to look for. What cosine measures, this method measures, is the angle between the vectors. Okay, the ultimate output will be the angle between the vector space. So like I said, if the angle is smaller, then they are similar. Now this is the vector which we have achieved in the document A, and this is a vector which we have achieved in the document. So this is a query. So we are looking for the word dog, 00010, which we have achieved in the previous slide. So we are looking for the word dog in this document 211. So a dog, whatever the sentence is there. So what we are doing is, first we are multiplying these two vectors. So d into d complement, that is 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 1 into 0, 1 into 0, 1 into 1, and 0 into 0. So ultimately what we'll get is the output is 1 if we multiply the two these things. And if you calculate the absolute values of this one, or mod values of this one, so the output will be 2.646. So this is how you can do it. 2 square plus, so simply multiply the sorry perform the squares, two squares of each and every value, and perform the square root on the whole operation. So you will get the square root of 7 and you will get the value 2.6. Do the same thing with this query 0010 and you will get this value 1. So we have the numerator and denominator values. So what we have to do, we have to measure the similarity value. So 1 by 1 into 2.646. So the output will be 0.378. So this 0.378 is the angle between the document D and D complement. So if the angle between the D and D complement is 0, then they are totally similar. If the angle between D and D complement is 1, they are totally dissimilar. Now the angle between D and D complement is in between 0 and 1. That means 0.3. That means by seeing this value, we can say that the query and the document are somewhat similar, right? Because we can find the dog word in the this sentence. So that's why we got as 0.3. So we can say that they are closely related. That means we can retrieve this document by using this query. So you can perform the same operation using this document like frog, right? A frog. So 10001 and the query. Let's see what is the output you will get. So perform the same kind of operation and measure the angle between these two vectors. So this will be your assignment. You can do it since we don't have time. So you can do it as a assignment.